All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's finally happening. I built an app that automatically deletes silence from your videos, and today I'm making it actually usable. I made it usable last video as well, but in this one I want to wrap it up. I want to put it in a nice box, put some tape on it, give it to someone as a present, because this thing started as a janky script and now it actually works. It really finds dead air in your videos and kills it. And let me start. Let me show you first how it works. I always forget what my URL, localhost URL is and the port number. All right, now I know. Here's the app. Let me choose a file now. And here are my videos. If you remember in the last episodes, I used mostly this test file, which is a 30 seconds long video that consists of me just speaking randomly into the camera. And if I, let me also open my terminal here. If I now click save the audio, it runs it frame by frame. And it outputs the final video here. So yeah, I have a couple of these trimmed videos. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. Test 9 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds. Wait, boom, boom, boom. That's it. 30 seconds. Okay, I hope you heard this. In the last episode, I had my desktop audio muted. I apologize. I apologize. It wasn't my intention nor my purpose. But now, if I choose this other file, if I click, let me also first open my network tab just to see how long this will take. If I click upload, this guy is gonna take a lot of time. It's still pending. Oh, it is taking a lot of time. It's still pending here, and the logs in the backend, what are they saying? If it fails now on big videos, on lengthy ones, I don't know what I'm gonna do. By the way, this test 2 is a stream of mine, one that is I think 1 hour long, and they are usually the streams that I put into KDN Live and edit them myself. And now I want to do this automatically, but for some reason this is still running, man. So it has a lot of logs, which I assume are the, yeah, it has 400. Oh man, how many of these does the video have? 444. Ooh, this doesn't look good, not gonna lie. Let me just, in my life I never got that involved with it, to be honest. Even in university, I think we had some really basic projects that weren't interesting enough. This actually doesn't sound half bad. I'm not happy with the amount of sections. For example, this one seems wrong because are these seconds? Are these seconds? This should be seconds. Where is the first one? This one goes from. Are these frames? How to turn these into seconds? These are not seconds or milliseconds or any even remotely known unit of time, because 5172, how do I, okay, let me hit my backend again. I have to start at the end here. Created padded silence, and this is the padded silence. Okay, let me give you a small refresher. I'm running detect silence, which is a method that returns an array of starting and ending points in our video in milliseconds, so not seconds. So then, because the length is milliseconds, I convert them here to seconds. But what is the representation here? Ah, okay, here it says 21 seconds and 30 milliseconds. It's not the same representation as in saying 8 minutes and 88 seconds, which would be invalid. This is seconds and milliseconds, so it should be alright. But the difference being now, for example, this one, the first one. So this is a 1 second. Let me increase this. Let me increase the silent range. It's here. Let's say put 2000 of these. And now if I refresh, choose file, choose the same file, click upload. Let's wait a bit. It's still pending. How long? How long? It's not finished yet. Okay, it's still pending, still waiting. In the meantime, let me explain this ffmpeg command. So I'm having an input, my file path that I uploaded. This means converted to mono audio. This is the sample rate. I think it would be, this command would run without these settings options as well. But this is the one that really is important. It's the one that says no video. We only want the audio track. This is the audio path, and this is the overwrite output without asking. What I want here is to show some form of loader or progress while ffmpeg does, because it takes quite some time. 55 seconds it says here in the log, but also taking into account the time it sends the project to myself. I need it. But where are you? How much have you taken? 2.3 minutes. This won't work like this. I need to redesign some of these things. But in the meantime, have I reduced the amount of sections here? How many do I have now? 220. 220. Okay, let me also see what happens when I click save the audio as well. Again, it's pending. It's gonna take a lot more time than it did for the silence detection. In the meantime, while this is running, I want to make a couple of changes here because I want to see some form of loader or progress while ffmpeg runs. So instead of I need to show some form of progress. I need to remove the OS system as well. So let's try to do this. Where is it? It's still loading, right? It's gonna take at least 10 minutes. It's gonna take at least 10 minutes. At least. I'm gonna leave it in the back, yeah. Actually takes a lot less time than KDN live. KDN takes around 15 minutes to render my video. Okay, let's leave this here. In the meantime, I'm gonna create a new method here and I'm gonna call it def run with logs. Give it command as an argument. And I'm gonna say process sub process, and I need to import the sub process here. Where is this method here? Sub process open, take cmd standard output sub process. I'm gonna explain this code. Standard error sub process. It should have std out, yes. Universal new lines. I'm gonna say true, and I'm gonna say buffer size is gonna be 1. Let me just check on the. It failed. It failed. I detected change. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. Okay, let's maybe do this. Maybe let's add print converting audio for line in process standard output print ffm peg one of these assholes is lowercase, I think pm line strip. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna have better logging from now on, which again doesn't help us at all in our quest to make this maybe not faster, but a bit more user-friendly. And to make this a bit more user-friendly, I definitely need to send some data asynchronously. Threaded doesn't work in this case, especially on big files. What am I missing here? Process, wait, print, done. Okay, I need to convert this into a CMD. Wait. Just like this, and then I'm gonna add Run ffmpeg with no, it's run with logs. It's not run ffmpeg with logs. And I can remove this comment now because it's safe now. It's everything else all right. This is too much. I said, why are we complaining? It's not closed. How do you mean it's not closed? ffmpeg input file path. All of this. This should be. How are you not closed? There's a closing. Is this real? My Python is so weird. Why? Oh, it's my bad. My mistake again. Yeah, I'm the 0.5x developer. Okay, let's rerun this. Let's rerun this as well. Let's choose a smaller file now for testing purposes. Upload. This is fast. Let's choose the other one. Upload. Let me see all the. Come on, baby. Come on. Run it. Why do you take so much time? Ah, here you are. Let me also do something else. Padding. I think padding is okay. Maybe I'll improve it. I just want to add another point here, and this point is add loaders. And it's done. It took 55 seconds, and now now let's save the audio. Let's try to do this again. I'm not gonna see any logs, and I'm not gonna see any logs because I haven't implemented. Ah, this is the small one. That's why it's working. It's the small one. Or is it? Oh man, my bad. I'm at worst at this. Let me reload. Let me stop this. I don't have the nerves to wait for something to finish testing, especially something that's as extensive, as machine extensive as for example, this example that I'm doing right now. Oh yeah, let me just explain what I did here. What I'm doing is I'm replacing the OS system with a safer and smarter way to run ffmpeg and show live logs as it runs. So the big idea is that now we are calling ffmpeg using this method, and specifically we are calling it using the subprocess popen, which let us capture ffmpeg live output, print log lines by one by one, just like the terminal. It can show progress or debug info, and it can stay responsive. So what are the arguments here doing? This is the list of our commands. Actually, the array containing our command. Standard output subprocess pipe captures standard output or text. Standard error merges standard error into standard output, so we can see all the logs. Universal new line is not important, but the code bytes to strings automatically. And the last argument is line buffer flushes output line by line. And this should work. This should work, and it works. I just need to run it again. A more complex example. But wait. Let's do this. Test to upload. It's pending. Let me open my terminal. Hey, it's me from the future. I
Why
just
is it
want to
not
say
running?
I apologize for what's happening now. It seems that my mic broke down and a lot of the rest of the video is uh, mute. So I'll just give a couple of comments as we go on what is happening here in the rest of the video. I won't have any narration. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna leave a couple of comments here and there. Thank you for watching, and I apologize for this. Alright, so what I'm doing here, I'm trying to create an asynchronous way of sending data between my front end and my back end, because what happens is that when I send data from the back end to the front end takes a lot of time, and we need to have the connection open. So I decided to do something different, let's say, and to find an asynchronous way to send data. And what I settled down upon was Celery, which is a scheduler, so to say, that handles these async tasks. Alright, here, and in the next couple of minutes I will be setting up Celery with some configs and some predefined settings as well, like I'm doing right here. So what you see here is my way of restructuring my project. I had to do this because with the new way of handling data, we need to be able to set up salary properly. So I extracted some data. I also used here this CMD array that will trigger my FFmpeg using a different way. We won't use the OS library, which is a bit unsafe, let's say. So in the next couple of minutes, most probably you will see me restructuring, moving stuff around, and all of that jazz. Now here I'm setting the route for the status. This will be the route that will be handling the current state of our endpoint and our data. Basically, we'll have a state machine saying, okay, if the state is pending, do one thing. If the state is success, do one thing. If the state is erroneous, do one thing. Yeah, here I am changing the state and the way we handle the state. This will be really important and really critical once we set everything up. Yeah, here I'm getting some errors along the way. I had quite a lot of errors. I had to handle with I had to handle this with care, definitely. I will restructure all of this. I will create a separate Celery file that will handle the config and the connection to the Celery server. Actually, all of this won't work just yet because I haven't even run the Celery worker at all. So the question I'm asking myself is, why am I getting 404 here? It's looking for undefined, which I assume doesn't exist. Celery is working. Celery is returning 200. It's processing it right now. But this tells us that our frontend is trying to fetch a file, this one, as the file name being undefined, which, obviously doesn't exist. So what I need to do, let me go back to my code. Let me close all of this. Let me open my frontend project. And let me find the line where I'm hitting the detect endpoint, which must be here. Oh. This whole handle submit method is the culprit. What happens? We change the structure of the process of detecting silences. And here, our frontend inside our upload form tsx file expects to get here the file, but we don't have the file because I'm returning here in this response, I'm returning the salary job ID only. So data, so this, neither of these will work. The onSuccess method was provided as a prop here in the upload form. Let me just search for it. Upload form onSuccess handle upload success. All right. So I don't think there is anything broken with the project as of now. There is just the necessity of restructuring this code in order for the frontend to wait for the job ID to finish and only use the file name for that result. So this detect, if I now say here, console log data, let me save this. If I go back, if I reload, if I pull the same file here, ignore all the red warning signs. This is the real culprit. Not the culprit. This is the new structure of our detect endpoint. It's processing job ID. Wait, let me hit it here again. Async process video. Where's the salary app? Salary worker, the tasks. What am I looking for? I'm looking for something that I have. Here, the status endpoint. Okay, I think I now know why we get all of these errors here. I need to fix this. I need to wait I need to wait until the salary job finishes before showing the result. So I hit the post endpoint. I got back. Here's where I am. I hit the post endpoint. I got back. Is this even the ID? Let me just say. Let me just take a look at it. What's my payload? It must be. I think the job ID here should be the same. It's not. Oh, it is 0F. No, it's not. Okay, let's see if this will work. I'm a bit worried. I'm a bit worried. I need polling, it seems. I need polling, it seems. Where is this file? Where is the upload file? So instead of all of this, here I'm gonna get the task ID. And I'm gonna say, please give me the job ID from data. Data job ID. Will this work like this? Hopefully it will. I'm gonna comment this and I'm gonna write here poll status job ID. And now I need to create a new method. And now I need to create a new method that will be named poll status. Let's take the job ID as a param. Interval, set interval. Let's pull it every 2 seconds. Let's pull it every 2 seconds. And let's make here const response await fetch. I'm gonna copy this and here I'm gonna say status job ID, but I need to provide job ID here like this. Let's get the data. If data status is done, let's clear the interval. This is good. What was this? Parameter job ID implicitly has any type, so I assume this is a string. Okay. And now let me get the data. Const result is data console log result. Let's see if this works. Now choose file. I'm taking the same file, uploading it. What's network saying? It's pending. It's still I don't like polling. It's still pending. What's the backend doing? It takes around 55 seconds for the video. No, it takes a lot less than it. Why is it pending? Wow, it's pending for a long time. Wait. Have I put something that runs indefinitely here? What I need to do now is uncomment this, uncomment this. This happens if it's done. Else, if we are talking about an error, let's clear the interval. And maybe write a message that something was wrong. Console error, something went wrong. Data message. Otherwise, I'm just gonna say console log, still processing. Is it still running? Let me run this again. Wait, is my Redis running? Redis CLI ping pong, it is running. Why does it take so long? Is this even working? Print test. So this is not working at all. Try print async. It's not hitting it. What? Wait, do I need to run the celery worker again? Oh. Command celery not found. Okay, let's run this environment again. Source then activate. Okay, now it works. And now if I run my Python, why are you so red, brother? Wait. Let's terminate all of these. Let's try this again. So this is salary. Let's reload this. I never worked with salary, so for me this is all a bit new. If I do test, okay, so it hits me with an error saying all of these things that I'm just not understanding. Wait, import tasks. Now let me see something clear. So I want to make sure that salary sees my tasks. So with this command, I'm going to see a list of all tasks. How to see a list of all salary tasks. How to see a list of all salary tasks. Wait. Salary, inspect, active. Let's do this again. So if I run this, salary is ready. If I now choose file. Oh, there are a couple of issues here. Wait, stop. How can I stop you? Okay. How can I stop you? What is this error saying? Unhashable type detect. task result. I want this here. I think this was the error. This was the error because I wrapped task results in curly braces. It creates a set, but this is already a dict, so I can put a dict inside a set. So let's do this again. Let's do this again. Test. Amazing. Huh. But why am I still getting... Do I even know... Wait, I don't think I need these uploads at all. I don't think I need the upload endpoint at all. Because here, where is the code? I think I wrote it sometimes. Sometime and I just forgot about it. Like this. Like this. Let's run this again. Choose file, test, upload. Where am I hitting it again from? Uploads. I'm hitting it here. So let me try to debug this. Let me close all of the Python files. So what happens here after the poll is complete? Here, I should get some data. And if I now console log data, I have no idea what will happen. So it's this object. So I'm trying to pull silence directly from data, but I need to go into data, result silence, data, result wow file, which is basically the same as the file name. Or I could just provide the audio path. Let's see what will happen once I do this. This one is cancelled. This one works. All right. Bam, bam, bam. This is one of two. This was only the upload and detection. I need now to do the same thing for the same thing for trimming, but let me try to clean this a bit. Because there's a lot of code that I realized I wrote at one point that doesn't make sense anymore. This is a lean method, a lean component, relatively. It does nothing apart from handling some templates and having this handler method right here. Everything else seems alright. This one is a fat one. I should extract some logic outside. I need types. I definitely need types. That's one of the things. Have I put this in my README? Add the loaders. Add types. So these are my props. Let me create a new file for new folder for types, and I'm gonna say new file will be upload form props.ts. I'm gonna copy those. I'm gonna export them. Man, there are multiple formatters for TypeScript files. One of them should be configured. Yeah, let's use TypeScript. Oh, props, and I'm gonna call these guys upload form. I also need to change the name of them to upload form props, and here upload form props. Okay, this is now a bit cleaner. What do I have here? Handle change. Okay. File will be e.target.files, the first one. And I'm gonna remove all of this. If file exists, I'm gonna set file to file. And I need to put this into parentheses. Okay. Let me just check the poll status method. I mean, I'm okay with this for now. I think I'm happy with this for now. In the next episode, so I hope this would be the last one, but we will have another one in which we will most probably do the same async way of implementing for trimming the video as well. So hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next one. Bye bye.